Hi everyone, in today's lesson we're going to take a look at line 4 of Shuffling Blues, and if we were just to take a look at the first bar, you might notice that it's exactly the same as bar number 4 on line 3, the previous line of music that we've just learned. So I'm not going to go into any great detail with this bar because you've essentially already learned how to play it, but I'll just play it through just to remind you how it sounds. So now moving on to bar number 2, I'm just going to play the first 4 notes to begin with. So it sounds like this. And these notes, you'll see we've got 2 zeros to start with, so they are 2 D notes. The second fret on string number 1 is F sharp, and then we're playing a first fret on the second string, which is a C. Okay. Now if you take a look at this first fret on the C note on the second string, if you look above your tablatry, you'll see that there's a little curved line coming from that note, and that means that note is tied or joined to, in this case, another quaver. So this note is lasting an extra half a beat, so it's lasting a full beat in total, and it is basically also taking up the first half of beat 3. So how we count it to recognize it's taking up the first half of beat 3 is like this: 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3. So if we were then to move on to the next note, which is the second fret of string number 3, which is an A note, this note is a quaver and it's taking up the second half of beat 3, and we use an and to count that, so we go and then to finish off we go back to the C note, which is on the first fret of the second string, and it's a crotchet lasting all of beat 4, so we just go 4. So the last 2 notes are counted like this, and 4. So playing this bar goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I'll play it without counting just so you can hear a little bit better how it sounds. Now if you then get the hang of that, the good news is that bar 3 is exactly the same. So a little tip for playing bars 2 and 3 is, as you're playing it, if you want to keep your first finger down on the second string first fret, so I'll play the 0, 0, the D and the D, I'll play my F sharp, and then once I play this note on the first fret second string, I'm going to keep it down for the rest of the bar because it will steady my hand, and it'll act as an anchor for my hand, and hopefully that means I'll be able to play more accurately. So I'll just play that slowly. So I go 0, 0, keep my finger down, okay, so playing the first 3 bars sounds like this. So moving now on to bar number 4. So you start off with 2 zeros, which is two A's, and then you move down then to the second fret 4th string. You play that twice, which are 2 E notes, and then you play 2 zeros on the 3rd string, which is 2 G notes, and then you go back then to the E notes on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So these notes are played like this in terms of the timing: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and I'll play that again. Okay, so then taking a look at the last bar, we're just going to play the first 3 notes, and you'll see we're starting off with the 2nd fret on our 4th string, and it goes like this. And how we count these notes is like this: 1, 2, and. However, if you look above your tablatry, you'll see that the last note that we've just played is tied to a crotchet. So this last note is taking up an extra beat, a full beat, and it's taking up all of beat 3 as well. So when we're counting it, we have to go like this: 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then the last two notes are just taking up beat 4. They're 2 quavers, and we count those as 4 and. So we go 4 and. So putting it all together, it goes like this: 1, 2, and 3, 4 and. 1, 2, and 3, 4 and. Okay, so all of line 4 sounds like this. Okay, so practice that line. Maybe try to put all of the first 4 lines together, and I'm sure I'll see you in the next Zoom lesson.